Yes, me too. I like your idea of our theme today.
Yes, welcome everybody. It is Friday. That means I and Joni go live to talk about everything you need to know
Yes,
to
me too.
write,
I like your
publish,
idea
and
of our
promote
theme today. Yep.
powerful best-selling books. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, co-founder of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, and I'm here with our superstar author, Joni Lindenmeyer. Hi, Joni.
Hi, Elizabeth. Good to see you. I'm
You
glad you're still
too.
in Oregon. You are making great things happen.
Oh, thank you. So I am in Ashland, Oregon, and you were here last week. We had an amazing book launch at Pascal Winery for Healing Religious Hurts. And we also had my goddess books. And then we went to Pride in Ashland and had a booth, which was amazing. And then you are back in Brookings, and I'm
Yes.
still here in Ashland. And we've got a lot of events that we want to share with all of you who are watching or listening. So, Joni, you want to just do a recap of our book event at Pascal Winery and Vineyard?
Absolutely. It was outstanding. Of course, the chandeliers and the wine glasses doing their tinkling or whatever those words are, and me with my beautiful water. I'm not much of a drinker, but that's okay. But we had so many beautiful people show up from all walks of life. And we had spiritual people, reverends, priests. We had young people. Oh, Shadow would just crack me up. And then we had oh my heart was so full that day. It's like I just sort of get breathless thinking about it and signing the books and having conversations and the thrill of people wanting to know some tips and some stories that we wrote about. And we had all the books available. It was just phenomenal, the support and the love. And I know this is going to be bigger than none better. I just know it. It's already hitting the circle around. So
Mhm, mhm.
it was just fabulous. It was fabulous. And then of
Yes,
course it
yes.
was we were both at the UCC church and then the Presbyterian church. And it's all churches are involved, all people are involved, all denominations and spiritualities. It's just flowing. It's just flowing.
Mhm. Yeah, it
So
was
speaking of
beautiful.
flowing, I don't mean to talk too much, but today's a very, very special day in the
Okay.
world. In the world, Elizabeth. Do you know what today is?
Well, you told me it's coming out day, and that's why you have our book Joyously Free behind you, because our
You
book
betcha.
Joyously Free
You betcha.
is
Coming,
to,
coming out day worldwide. Worldwide. And so today is Pink Day.
oh, that's
Pink Day.
beautiful.
So I hope
Oh,
everybody gets a chance to wear some kind of pink today. Because back in the day, well, in the United States, it's a little bit different, but in worldwide countries, it is still a crime, a criminal offense. People are prisoned and or killed for being gay. And that's part of our big thing of joyously free is coming out. And what it led to in the United States is what we call the HRC, the Human Rights Campaign. That's what it's called today. And that is so crucially important because it has to do with civil rights. And so today's a day for people that are vulnerable, maybe scared, maybe wondering, should I come out? Should I not come out? Who do I come out to? Can I come out to myself? Can I come out to my family, to my beloved friends? Can I come out at work? Can my business come out? All these are big, heavy duty questions because it's a risk. It's a risk, but the reward is plentiful. The reward is plentiful. And so I just want to congratulate those people that are being their true selves. That's what I want to say to everybody today out there. You probably either know somebody who is LGBTQ, queer, gay, lesbian, wherever. You probably know somebody. Give them a call, give them a text, give them a hug, tell them thank you for being your true self. That's the most important part. And my family's already done that with me this morning. And so that's the joyously free part. So I just wanted to put a big plug into that. So come out. Can you imagine? And we wrote about this, and I'll make a change. I'll make a change. Okay, so we take this one off.
so the book Joyously Free is all about helping people. So all of you who are tuned in to learn how is this helping me as a writer, when you write a book that helps people heal, find their power, find their courage and confidence, that's what we've done with these two books, Joyously Free, Stories and Tips to Live Your Truth as LGBTQ plus people, parents, and allies. We do the same with Healing Religious Hurts, Stories and Tips to find love and peace. And Joni and I collaborated on these two books, which came out in June for Pride and then October, just this month, last week, to help people like you find your truth and your power and your peace and love. But as a writer, you can think, what void, what need is there in the world, and how can I fill it by writing a book? And that's what we've done.
Yes. Oh, well said. Well said. Well
Thank you.
said. Yes.
Yeah,
So
so
I
that,
forget where I was going with that, but I know that they're correlated. These books are correlated. They go together. They go
mhm,
together. And oh,
mhm.
that's what I was going to say. In our book, Healing Religious Hurts, I remember writing about in a chapter about what it would be like if religious leaders, religious people could open their minds, open their hearts, and be their true selves. Can you imagine if I'm thinking of the nunhood since I was a sister, if those that are sisters actually came out in their true sexual identity, if people that are priests or deacons or ministers or rabbis or whoever they are, a guru, a spiritual leader, were to come out and be their truth, not to be confined, not to be oppressed by the doctrines, by the boxes that sometimes churches put people in. Can you imagine what that day would be like? Oh, I
No.
can. And that's hope. That's hope. And hopefully, that's my little button here. That's my little button here
Oh,
about voting. Vote for hopes, not hate. Vote for hopes, not hate.
wow, that's
That's what it's about. And we're
amazing.
all about ready to do a vote and just vote for hopes, not hate. Okay, I'm going to be quiet because I'm just like pumped up.
That's exciting. And that's the point we're the people that we're talking to on this podcast are those who want to write a book. And so all that we're doing is really activism through writing because we're helping people and we're helping to write the change we wish to see in the world. And so we're doing that with the books that we just talked about. You've been doing that with None Better since last year, and that is helping people see a courageous love story between two women, and also your advocacy to make change in the church, the Catholic Church, that hasn't happened yet, because then you also show what we say in Healing Religious Hurts. You show that you married with the Episcopal Church because they were open to same-sex marriage. So the point to all of you writers out there is that you can write the change you wish to see and make a positive, powerful impact. And taking it a step further is voting with your heart and your soul and your philosophical alignment with all of this love, peace, self-expression. And that's really, really powerful. So Joni does that with None Better, Healing Religious Hurts, and Joyously Free. And we also at Pascal launched my second goddess book. The first one is The Biz Tribe, where you activate your goddess power. And that's my mission to help women find their power, their courage, their confidence to live their wildest dreams. And then the next book is called The Biz Tribe, where you activate your goddess pleasure. These are part of a 6-part series where I teach all that I do on a daily basis to feel my best. And I'm teaching that now to other women. I have 2 events here in Ashland. I'm so excited. Thursday, October 17th at the Gypsy Road Gallery and Studio, where Joni was with me last week, twice. And
Yes,
I'm going to
yes.
be leading a guided meditation to activate your goddess power and pleasure, breathing exercises, writing exercises, and a lively discussion, energy clearings. It's going to be life-changing. The events are free and you can get the books here. And also on Sunday, I'll be at the A Creative Space from 5 to 7. That's also here in Ashland, and I'll put the information here. And then we're also, Joni, we're doing the writing retreat here in Ashland. Catherine and I are 2 sisters writing and publishing, are leading a day-long writing retreat at the Country Willows Inn and Estates. And as a student of ours, Joni knows that we teach someone who's never written a book before, like you, Joni, to write a bestseller. So
Yep.
we are sharing this skill here in Ashland. You can go to twosisterswriting.com and register. And we're so excited to share all of this knowledge, guidance, and help other people write the change that you wish to see in the world.
Yes. Oh, Elizabeth, I am so excited that you're able to keep spreading your word and your coaching and your workshops, and you have a variety of them, different times, different dates to help people to figure out how they can navigate their crazy busy world, probably, or maybe they're in a boring world. I don't know. I'm looking at a crazy busy one, but that you have these opportunities. That's what they are for everybody. They are an opportunity. And when you came into my life and Catherine came into my life, it was an opportunity that I thought, holy moly's, I think I better do this. This opportunity might not ever come around again. And it has not. You're the only one who's actually wanted to work with me and together on books. You think about that. You're the only one in the world. So what are the chances, everybody? You're listening right now. And if this is something that is coiling around in your heart and your head, grab attention to these events going on. Elizabeth, do you can you walk us through going into the Two Sisters Writing website to show where all these events are listed?
Sure. Uh-huh. I
That would be
absolutely.
so cool because everybody, you can do this yourself on your phone or on your computer. And then there's always an email, Elizabeth at twosisterswriting.com, or my email, but all that information is there. But I think if you see the website and Elizabeth can actually walk you through it, it's pretty cool.
Mhm.
And I tell people to go into that website because that's my author page. That's my way of doing it. Here we go. Look at this.
So here's the event calendar, and you can go, it's showing, it's still in development because it's new, but
Mhm.
Joni's book talk at First Chapter Coffee House, which is coming up soon. So you can
Tomorrow.
click on that. It's tomorrow.
It's
Okay.
tomorrow.
October 12th, 10 to 12. First Chapter Coffee House, Ellensburg Avenue, um, is in
Gold Beach,
Brookings.
California, Gold Beach, Oregon.
Oh, good. Gold Beach, Oregon. And then there's the book cover, and then you can click on add it to your calendar, which is awesome. You can share it on Facebook, Twitter, X, LinkedIn, or email. And also, the really cool thing is it's also on her author page, but this calendar is like a master calendar. So here's our writing
See,
retreat. You just click on the date, and here's the information, 10 to 4, Country Willows Inn, Ashland, Oregon. Here's the website, the phone number, and then it's a description of the event. You get expert guidance, focused writing sessions, inspiration, motivation, workshops, tells you how you're going to benefit by leaving the event with an actual outline of your book. Here's the schedule. You get lunch and refreshments. And then here's a link to register, which takes you to Eventbrite and gives you all the information that you need. So it's so cool because we love to make everything sort of a one-stop shop. And
yes.
it's super easy to understand and make your dream a reality. So you can just go to twosisterswriting.com/event calendar. I can actually put the link here. So anybody who looks in the description box, or if you're listening, I can put the link there so people can get directly to that. And then of
Please do
course,
that. Please do that.
yeah. So on our website, we
There
have
they
all.
are. There they are.
Thank you. We have our books, some of our books. Again, we just have been revamping our website, so it's providing a lot more information. Here's Healing Religious Hurts. You can order the book here, and there's a description, and you can read an excerpt, and it's really exciting. So here's the book talks and the writing retreat. And oh, right, you're going to be at the Episcopal Church in Western Oregon.
It's in
So it
Salem.
talks,
Uh-huh.
uh-huh. So it just lists all the events that are relevant to, oh, in Palm Springs Pride in November. It lists all the events that are relevant to each book. So this is very exciting. We just love it. Um,
It is so
so
cool.
every
And
book
by the
has,
way, would you send this link to Andrea Meyerson at Women on a Roll?
yeah, so we're going to be
Would
doing
you?
an event with them, right, Joni?
Yes, on Zoom, November something,
7th.
7th,
Uh-huh.
7th. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's
And
really
that's the other
exciting.
thing. So if you cannot find us in person, you can always Zoom us from an event or from an activity or something going on.
Yeah, and that's also why we do this YouTube show because we love to share our knowledge and all the events because it really enhances people's lives. Everywhere we went over the weekend, we went to the two churches where you spoke and I got to speak as well. We had book signings, we were at Pride, we were at Pascal Winery. It just brings joy to people. And that's the power of publishing because you get to share what you do and how it can help other people. My sister, we were at the Chamber of Commerce meeting dinner last night. There were
Oh,
230 people there,
wow.
and
How'd it go?
my sister won two awards. She was named Greeter of the Year, which Greeters is the weekly meeting of the Ashland Chamber of Commerce, and Catherine has been an integral part of it for many years since she came here. And so she got to go up on stage and receive her award. And then she got another award for being on the board of the Chamber of Commerce. And so I was so proud of her. And so we were talking, I was showing people books, and my sister's like, yeah, when you own your own publishing company, you can publish your own books, which is so exciting. So Catherine and I are thrilled to publish our own books and also authors like Joni who are doing really powerful things in the world. Mhm.
Oh, congratulations, Catherine. I'm so excited for you. And you are such a mover and shaker in Jackson County and in Ashland, Catherine. I tell you, it's like everywhere I go, I see your face, I see your influence. I've been to meetings with you, and you are just a sparkle of joy, and you're so business conscious. I just am amazed about your business sense and financial sense. And thank goodness I have Elizabeth and you as my team. My gollies. But Kath, congratulations. My 10 big hugs to you, Catherine.
I'll tell her you said so, Joni. Maybe she's watching right now.
She might
Um,
be. Yep.
Yeah, so it's really important to network when you're an author. You need to know people, and when you go to events, you can tell them about your book, and they inevitably will invite you somewhere to speak. That happens with us all the time. We got to
Yes.
speak at a school the other day, which was amazing. We got to speak to students in a ninth grade English class about writing, which was so fun. And
Yes.
so it just has a snowball effect where you go to one event, you meet people, they invite you somewhere else, and it just continues to go and again expand your realm of influence to help people with your books.
You bet, you bet. And hats off to Emerson Miller at Armadillo Charter School and Rachel, the director of the school. Just hats off. And we look forward, Elizabeth and I will be doing a staff training on Monday with the school. And so that's super exciting too. Oh, Jiminy
Yeah.
Crickets.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's all about teaching, and books are one of the most powerful tools you can use to teach people, especially if you don't meet them in person, because they can get your book on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Apple Books, and the 39,000 retailers that our books are distributed to through Ingram Spark, which is the publishing platform that we use that's global. And so you literally can teach the world whatever it is you want to share when you write a book. It's
Right.
so incredible. It's like
Yep.
and the feeling that you get when you actually write and publish a book, the feeling of accomplishment is indescribable. You cannot put a dollar amount on it. It's one of the most amazing gifts you can give to yourself that you feel that you've accomplished something so huge for yourself, but it's really not even about you. It's about all the people who are going to read,
Totally.
learn, change, grow, influence in a positive way. You agree, Joni?
Oh, absolutely, totally agree. And I'm thinking of I just received some text messages back and forth with Rosie Robles, who you helped complete her book, Rosie's memoir. Is it called Rosie's memoir?
No, it's about being a former nun.
Okay, okay. But anyways, and Rosie was like, Joni, I'm 80 years old and I don't feel like going out and doing what you're doing. But she goes, I have my own way of doing when I call or talk to somebody or I see somebody on the street or in the grocery store, and she's doing it her way. So it's not out and about as much as you and I are doing it. And that is working so beautifully for her. And she goes, this is a lifetime dream come true, that she was
Mhm.
able to put it in print and get it out there to whoever wants to read it. And all of her former students, former people she used to work with, her current family, I mean, her beautiful family, they're all just loving it and supporting her. And when other people are excited for you, they spread the word. And that's what's really, really cool. Oh, I'm so happy for Rosie. And thank you so much, Elizabeth, for helping her and guiding her and making her dream true.
Yeah, yeah,
I
it's
love her
fulfilling.
book. I love her book. Oh my
Mhm,
gosh. And she has
mhm.
an excerpt in here too on forgiveness.
Yes,
Is it
yes.
powerful or what? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so Rosie's contribution to healing religious hurts is really powerful. She talks about how difficult it is to forgive, but how imperative it is. She talks about how when she was a young nun, there was two priests who were very inappropriate with her, and that's a nice word, inappropriate, and how she had to ultimately forgive them, even though she couldn't tell them directly because forgiveness is an inside job. And Joni and I believe so strongly in it that I did a guided meditation that you can access through a QR code in the book that helps you heal your religious hurts, especially with forgiveness, with Archangel Raphael, which is the healing
Page
angel.
201. Page 201, everybody. I've got that one memorized. I love that meditation, Elizabeth. Oh
Thanks,
boy.
Joni.
Keep
Can you
going.
show what the QR code looks like on the page, please?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I even
So,
have my pencil marks. It's 27 minutes
oh, you're
and it's about
amazing.
forgiveness.
Oh, you're so great, Joni. So, do you see the QR code in the writing? We have these in Joyously Free. I have them in my Goddess books. It's a wonderful tool. You just hold your phone up to the camera up to the QR code, and it takes you to the YouTube video where you can do the meditation. And all you have to do is sit in a quiet space, close your eyes, and follow along. You don't have to do anything. A lot of people say, I can't meditate, my head spins. But when you have a guided meditation, you just sit back and I guide you through it all. And then
And
right,
your voice is so calming, and
thanks,
you're in a
Joni.
different world, everybody. If you just need a break from the kids, the dog, the rush, the whatever, or you just want some silence, or it will just take you to the divine world in a beautiful way where you can commune with your divine power and and,
Nice,
and your true
beautiful.
and your true self.
Mhm. So
Yeah.
another tool in addition to the meditation, and for all of you writers out there, just think of what tools can you include in your book that can help people and tools that you actually use because Joni and I both meditate slash pray, and we also both journal. So we have writing prompts in the books, both Joyously Free, Healing Religious Hurts, as well as in my book, the Goddess books, the Biz Tribe, that are all about writing as an act of self-exploration and self-discovery, as well as healing, releasing, identifying what's blocking you. Yep, thanks, Joni. Joni is holding up Healing Religious Hurts and some pages that have lines for writing. So reading is a very intimate experience, but when you actually write answers in the book as you're reading, it becomes almost a self-study. And that self-study can help you heal and release and feel better. You agree, Joni?
Oh, totally, totally. And I have not, I'm up to page 40 in your second book of the Bis Tribe Pleasure, but the first book, your Bis Tribe Power, the pyramid journey up the mountain, I use every single line as your reflective questions and your internal the reading, yes, yes. I've used every single line. I'm beyond the line. I'm like writing all over the page. And you know, I never used to do this, everybody. I was one of those people where write in the book. That's not a good thing. Well, I'll tell you, whether
Oh,
it's my
right.
Bible or my prayer book or whatever book, I am highlighting and colors and drawings
Oh,
and writing what how it affects you. And I think
mm-hmm.
that's really, really important part of growth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love that. I love
Yep.
that. And
Yep.
so this book makes you feel like you're on a retreat among 22 women. And so the women in the story are doing their exercises, and I say, Dear Goddess Reader, and then I provide the lines. So it's very interactive. And now,
Yes.
Joni, you'll have these as a guidebook for yourself when you've answered the questions about maybe discovering new things about or thinking about new things that you can apply to your daily life. So, all your writers
Just
out
have to
there,
remember, I just have to remember not to give somebody my book because it's got all my personal stuff in it, right? It's like,
yeah,
nope, you've got to get your own book. This is my
yes,
book.
I love that. That's so
I,
cool.
I
That's
think when
so
I
cool.
die, it might go in my grave. Well, maybe not. I'm going to be cremated. But anyhow, someone's going to get that book somewhere. Maybe that'll become a movie. Oh my gosh, the real insights of Joni. Woo!
That's a really good point because journaling is a powerful tool for self-healing, exploration, empowerment, but it's very personal. Nobody ever gets to read my journal. And I know people who've been violated by their partners when their partners read their journal. And I think that's just sacrosanct. I think I've used that word right. Well, anyway, I don't know. It's terrible. You do
Yes,
not a journal should be respected as private. So if you ever come across someone's journal, readers, listeners, viewers, do not read it. It's as
right.
terrible as going into someone's phone. If someone goes into someone's phone or reads their journal, whether it's on a computer or even a notebook that's not locked, don't read it. That
Right.
is
Right.
their private work, their private
Yes.
thoughts. It's not for
Yes.
you. You know
Yep.
why?
Carol and I never read each other journals, and we have stacks of them, you know, I mean, literally stacks. And when she died, oh boy, this will hit me. When she died, I read just like opened it up just to see, and I saw a couple pages that were so powerful. And it was like it put a little bit of that in None Better, a little bit of that in Joyously Free, and a little bit of that in Healing Religious Hurts. But that's all anybody's going to get, and that's all I'm going to get. They're in my office right here in a case, and I don't know why I'm saving it, but I just can't get rid of them yet. But those are
Oh.
her personal journal, and same with mine. Oh my gosh, that just really, ooh, that was an emotional, beautiful thing there.
Oh, Joni, that's awesome. So, for those of you who aren't familiar, even though and I, this is our 67th podcast together since last year. Um, Carol was Joni's lifelong love, and they were together for 40 years. They met in the convent, and then they ultimately married with an Episcopal priest. But Joni and Carol had the ideal of trust and love and faithfulness and monogamy and all the things that marriage is supposed to be, but often isn't. And so for them to have that degree of trust and love, lacking suspicion about what the other person's doing when they're apart, which unfortunately is a major problem for a lot of modern couples, and they didn't read each other's journals. That is
Nope,
such a powerful
nope.
testament to the respect that they had for each other. That's amazing.
Thank you. And she wrote these wonderful letters to her dad as well. And her dad wrote back. I have not read those either. Those are still sealed, not sealed, but in those envelopes. And I can see her dad's signature, Joe Tierheimer, on the cover of it. And it's like, nope, I'm not touching those. Those are not mine. Those are not mine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, honesty and truth, I think, is some of the most valuable parts of a relationship and a friendship. And if you mess up on some way, you mess up on that accidentally or on purpose, man, you've got to go for the forgiveness. You've got to go for the forgiveness. And to say I'm sorry is huge. So when I need to say that, and I have done that recently, and it's like, it's overwhelming and heart producing to even make it more clear of how abundant love is when you really do forgive somebody and they
Mhm.
forgive you back. It's mutual. It's
Uh-huh.
mutual. And
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah, so the key with all of this, especially, as writers, we're communicators. You have to communicate verbally and and then share that in writing as well. So that's powerful. So Joni, did Carol ever say, when I'm not here, you should write a book with my journals, with her journals?
no,
Okay. Because
no.
some people want that, like,
Right.
and like the book, The Bridges of Madison County, if you ever read
Oh,
that a long
yes.
time ago with Meryl
Yes.
Streep was in the movie, that was where I think the son found her journal and found out about this relationship that the mom had, and that became the book in the movie. And it was a small book, but it was really powerful.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Back to that question you just asked me,
Uh-huh.
she did say, whatever I have, use it for others to help them be happy.
Oh, wow.
That's whatever we have in the house or whatever, that's what she wanted. She wanted people to be truly happy, as she says it, be happy in the Lord. That's how she would say it.
Oh,
And she would just look at you and say, be happy in the Lord.
oh, Joni, that's
Yep.
beautiful.
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome.
So,
So everybody, do you see if you learn anything from Joni and me on this, is this writing books comes from the heart and soul for the right reasons. Yes, some people are motivated to write a book to make money and become a bestseller and a millionaire and maybe get a movie deal. That's a motivation. It's legit. However, you have the most powerful resonance and influence on people when you write from the heart and soul. So it's amazing. Like last night at the chamber dinner, um, I met this prominent couple here in town, and they're like, "Oh, we heard about you from the lady who was a nun." And Joni wasn't even there. But there's that saying, I think Maya Angelou said it. People won't remember what you said, they'll remember how you made them feel. And Joni exudes so much warmth and love and just joy. They remembered that, and then they
oh,
remembered that she told them about us, two sisters writing and publishing, who published her books. And so it's amazing how you can just touch lives like that. Not to mention, people come out to you, Joni. We'll just
oh,
come full circle. It's National Global Coming Out Day. People come out to you because they see you as a safe space, not only as an author, but as a former nun who's a very trustworthy person. So, didn't somebody just come out to you recently?
oh, I've had 3 people in the last 3 days come out to me. They've never come out
Amazing.
before ever in their life.
Wow, that's
And they're
awesome.
still they're still on that journey of, do I want to tell other people? Do I not want to tell other people? Is this going to leak anywhere? I said, well, it's not leaking with me. What you tell me is confidential.
Nice, nice,
Yep.
nice.
But
I
they
love it.
felt a release. They felt that joy. They felt that happiness. They felt forgiveness. They felt like you just said, from you just feel it. You just
Yeah.
feel it. And as I
That's
always have said, my EQ is way higher than my IQ. My emotional quotient is way higher than my IQ.
uh-huh. That's beautiful. That's what matters. That's what touches people's lives. All
And
right,
related to that, Elizabeth, here it
what?
is. These are the people that contributed to our Healing Religious Hurts. Let me just do a quick shout out, because all these people, many of them, and I know many of them, they put their feelings, their guts, their vulnerability about all the different chapters we have. And I just want to give a shout out, because it's not even proud. I'm honored. I'm honored and cherished to have these people in our book with us, Elizabeth. And that's Vivian Ashton, Kristen Sheridan, Suzanne Stokes, Deborah Kravitz Randall, Eric Williams, Amber Knight, Derek, Ruthie Murray, Pamela, Ross McLean, Jill Prioreschi, Rosie Robles, help me if I pronounce Asia
Asia.
Walker, Tay Ryan, Michael Hensley, Father James Martin, Michael Irby, and Janelle Monk. Those are, I know I'm sort of rattling through a list, but each one of these people are so special, so unique, so out there in sharing their feelings, their guts, their experiences. And man, it takes a lot to do that. And
Yeah, it
maybe
does.
some of them will eventually write their own book by themselves. Well,
Yeah,
Rosie did, you know,
yeah.
but I just thank you for working together with me on these projects, these teams of Joyously Free and teams of Healing Religious Hurts, because
Mm-hmm.
like you said, it's not about us.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's powerful. Powerful. Beautifully said. Thank you for that, Joni. So, all of you out there, thank you for watching. Please check out all the other episodes here on the playlist for our Friday podcast, where Joni and I go live every Friday to talk about what you need to know to write, publish, and promote a great book. If you're in Ashland, Oregon, please do come to our writing retreat on Saturday, October 19th. You can register on Eventbrite or at twosisterswriting.com/events. And then also please check out all the events that Joni's having. Please also come to my Power of Pleasure events here in Ashland, which I'll put all the info here so you can just click on and join us. So we wish you happy reading and happy writing. Please subscribe to the channel so you'll get notification every time we go live or upload new videos. And please share this with anybody you think it can help them if they're trying to write, publish, and promote a book, or if they're looking for something great to read. Any closing comments, Joni?
Just one. Bring a friend with you to these events. It makes it more fun. So when you're
Yeah.
going to be attending one of Elizabeth's writing workshops or any of the events, bring a friend. It just makes it much more fun and you'll
Mhm.
enjoy it more.
Awesome. Thank you, Joni. Have the best
Thank you.
weekend and happy coming out day.
Yes, thank you, Elizabeth. Bye,
Welcome.
everybody. Be
Bye.
you.
Bye, everybody. Happy writing and